Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Could Cardano ADA be entering a $100 trillion market? There's a lot of really exciting stuff to cover off. Stay with me until the very end because there's so much packed into such a short video. You don't want to miss a thing. If you enjoy this sort of content, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's waste no time. Let's go. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 0.54% at the time of recording, sitting at $3.63 trillion, with Bitcoin at 107,153.07, up 0.53% in the past 24 hours. But we're here to talk about Cardano. It's up 0.97% in the past 24 hours, sitting at 63 cent 36. An absolute steal, if you ask me. Lots to dig into, lots of exciting stuff. So let's get straight into all of this stuff. And we're going to start with Charles Hoskinson projects crypto could enter 20 trillion RWA and $100 trillion global market. So this is going to be a really big aspect. And Nick and myself have been talking about the real world asset tokenization play for such a long time. And if you've been watching the channel, I've been talking about the fact that everything in the whole entire world will go on the blockchain. And we're seeing talk about the digital ID in the UK, for example. There's digital ID in different parts of the world. Obviously, these are very scary things, right? And ultimately, I think that it's inevitable that it happens. But all of the stuff is going to go on chain, right? So, digital ID will be, brought onto the blockchain in the future. I really do believe that that is something that's going to, come into effect. And that is scary, right? And you can let me know your thoughts and opinions on that in the comments below. But what I really do want to touch on is, even your property, your house, your flat, whatever it might be that you own, that is all going to go on the blockchain. Everything's going to be way more efficient. Instead of having a paper copy, it will be tokenized and on the blockchain. BlackRock are even saying that they're already building infrastructure on that sort of stuff. And I imagine that, Chainlink's going to be heavily involved in that. So, I'm big on Cardano, but there are other blockchains out there that we should be looking at. I mean, Oracle services are required. Without oracles, smart contracts don't work as they need to in order to bring everything on chain. And Cardano has obviously got the Midnight, the compliant privacy platform, and that does sort of segue quite nicely into this next article, because again, that is a missing layer of infrastructure that's required in order to enter those particular markets, right? Whether that's real world asset tokenization, whether that's money markets, whether that's just getting businesses on the blockchain for efficiencies purposes, all of this stuff is required. And that is the real long-term play, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this as entertainment and educational purposes only. Do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, because you do risk losing all of your money if you invest in blockchain technology. Nothing's guaranteed, including the $6 price prediction, which we'll come on to in a moment. But key facts: the new hard fork for Cardano boosts Cardano governance. ADA market recovers. Midnight team develops private smart contract platform. So this is going to be a really big deal. Midnight, last few days to get your claims in for the Midnight airdrop. And don't get caught out with fake links. Join us in the free educational Discord and ask for the correct link. We've already seen a few people have their wallets drained. Really unfortunate, but be really, really careful, right? So the hard fork set to, for implementation in Q1 2026, I think that should be, not 2025, has introduced full decentralized governance. Sorry, this is talking about the governance. So yeah, Q1 2025, the implementation of the decentralized governance. to the Cardano ecosystem has really been a big deal. Again, it's going to really usher in some very big changes and stuff that's really positive. You got Cardano ADA USD is currently part of the altcoin market that is experiencing a recovery after, notable liquidation events in the crypto sector. And obviously Charles Hoskinson talking about the Midnight smart contract platform. Again, it's going to be really, really big. The Cardano treasury, again, just sticking on that, how a 100 million diversification plan could transform its DeFi ecosystem. So the Cardano treasury and its role in the ecosystem is really important to understand. Charles Hoskinson has proposed allocating $100 million worth of Cardano ADA from the Cardano treasury into stablecoins and Bitcoin. This diversification strategy aims to enhance liquidity. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinion on this. The key objectives of the proposals: boost stablecoin to TVL ratio, generate yield for reinvestment, and diversifying the treasury holdings. Those are kind of the key things. So yeah, really important. We've got Solana, price news, 4.2 million Solana whale surge, and Cardano 2020 rally pattern as I guess come to fruition, right? And this is a rebound for Cardano to see it go above $195, but Cardano could be propelled towards $6. Reignited confidence across the crypto community is going to play a big role in that. We've got Ethereum and Cardano whales are loading up according to this article. Again, really big and important to understand what the whales are doing. And again, I've said many times, just my opinion, not financial advice, but I believe that the real big play right now is in the spot ETF, I guess projects that are likely to get a spot ETF. That's kind of my views and opinions. And then we've got Charles Hoskinson rejects new Cardano treasury fund misuse claims. Again, it just never ends. So you've got a Cardano stake pool accused Charles Hoskinson of using treasury funds for Midnight. Hoskinson called the treasury misuse allegations bias and unfounded. Cardano Foundation proposed cutting 31 million ADA from the 2025 budget. Midnight formed partnership with Brave, Google Cloud, and blockchain.com. And there's a lot happening for Midnight. What a lot of people don't really understand, don't really recognize, in my humble opinion, just little old me having an opinion, God help us all, is that Midnight is going to be such a big and important pillar for everything moving forward. And people don't understand it, they don't get it, and it's going to usher in the possibility of real world utility, bringing in businesses, bringing in healthcare, bringing in potential voting systems in the real world, and bringing in business, to be able to transact with one another, in a private manner, which can't happen right now and needs to happen if we want, blockchain to be successful. That's my thoughts, my opinions on the market today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video.